up, get him up, get him up! Get him up, get him up!
More intensity, Mark.
Get him up, get him up!
Welcome to Quick Hits, the Record's weekly high school football preview. This week we go to the Sac-Joaquin Section Division 7 playoffs. Number 1 Elliot Christian, a week after a bye, takes on number 3 Brookside Christian. And Elliot already won the first league championship in school history. This week at Lincoln High-Hispanic Stadium looks for the first playoff win in school history, and they're 2 wins away from the first Sac-Joaquin Section title in program history as well.
Really, this has been the first team that I've been on in a long time that's really a team. Like there's unity among like all of us. There's no one that's singled out, and so it's been a real. I think that's been one of the main things that we've been doing great. That's really boosted us to get so many wins. Is we're all a team, we're all together.
The kids have already made school history in that we've won our first league championship, a 6-0 season, and that was our goal setting out. So from that standpoint, the kids have achieved their goal, and this is kind of icing on the cake. How they're handling it, they're loose. I think they're starting to realize the special bond, the special experiences they're sharing together. And they have really gelled as a team in the last 6-7 weeks. So the chemistry's good, the health of the team is good, and we're just hoping that they can come out and perform like they have most of the season.
We really take some pride in it, but it's just really humbling, and we always just give the glory to God, and it's a lot of pressure because first time the school's had this opportunity pretty much. But yeah, you can get pretty prideful from this moment, but we just need to stay humble and give the glory to God.
And over at Brookside Christian, the Knights last week stormed back at number 2 Woodland Christian for a 42-41 Division 7 quarterfinal win. And quarterback Julian Garcia has thrived this year with 26 touchdown passes.
From day one with Julian, he's been the guy he comes out here, throws every day. It doesn't matter who he's throwing to. He's finally getting his guys on the same page as him. I think early on in the season we've struggled in our preseason because he was here every day, they weren't. Now that he got his guys throw to and they're starting to connect. And
first half we didn't do so good. I didn't either, but second half we came back. And it was the most exciting game I've ever played. It was really nice to play that game. Yeah, first half I thought we were gonna get kicked out of the playoffs, but came back and won it.
Our defense came out. We put down a 5 front, and that really helped. Cameron Cauldron came out big, same as Kenny Williams and Garrett Kithal.
Elliot Christian faces Brookside Christian, but hardly the only game this week. 8 local teams still alive in the Sac-Joaquin Section playoffs. In the Division 1 quarterfinals, number 7 Tracy, a week after a thrilling 21-19 win over number 10 Turlock, heads to number 2 Jesuit, and that's the team that knocked them out of last year's quarterfinals. In Division 2, number 3 St. Mary's throttled River Valley 55-12 last week. They have a tough test hosting number 6 Rockland this week. Rockland defeated Del Oro earlier this season. In Division 3, the defending champion Manteca Buffaloes, number 4 seed, take on number 5 Sacramento, and that's a rematch of last year's Division 3 title game, won 49-6 by Manteca. And Sierra, also in Manteca, the number 2 seed, 2 wins away from its first ever trip to a section championship game, takes on number 10 Rio Linda. A big rushing attack, Rio Linda. Marcel Brown, Cal High Sports NorCal Offensive Player of the Week, heading down to Manteca to take on the Timberwolves. And in Division 4, a small school powerhouse game, number 4 Escalon, a 3-time state champion, goes to number 1 Central Catholic in Modesto, the Raiders back-to-back state champions. And Division 6, a tough test for number 5 Ripon Christian. They head up to Sacramento to take on top-seeded Capital Christian. And for all your high school sports coverage, not just high school football, you can pick up a copy of The Record. You can follow me on Twitter at RecordPreps. You can go on over to recordnet.com, and our sports blog is recordnet.com/sportsblog. And we now have 2 high school football chats, Prep Talk, every week, Tuesday at 9 p.m. You can bring your questions on the section playoffs, on the NorCal Bowl rankings. I host that again Tuesday at 9 p.m. And on Friday, the high school football scoreboard. Still going on in the playoffs here. That starts at 7 p.m. Photos, video, scores, updates, everything you need for your Friday night, especially here in playoff season in November.